There is a beautiful island in India known by the name Lakshadweep. And এই বিউটিফুল আইল্যান্ডটাতে যাওয়ার জন্য যত হ্যাপা means the kind of trouble you have to undergo to visit this island, it feels as if this island is not part of India. Like you are visiting some foreign country. The procedures, the kind of hackles, everything that's involved. মানে এত কমপ্লিকেশনস, তাই লাক্ষাদ্বীপ ট্রিপটা আমাদের প্ল্যানিং চলছে ধরুন 5-6 ইয়ার্স ধরে। মিনস উই হ্যাভ বিন প্ল্যানিং দিস লাক্ষাদ্বীপ ট্রিপ ফর অলমোস্ট 5-6 years now, and every time something or the other came up. Means I'm not talking about like personal problems like illness or some professional problems. No, it did not get deferred because of those. It got deferred because of the changing rules, which keeps changing the rules for visiting this beautiful island. তো প্রত্যেকবারই আমাদের ট্রিপ ডেফার্ড হয়ে যায় বিকজ এত নিয়ম, এটা করো সেটা করো, তো আর হয়ে উঠছিল না। অ্যান্ড another catch is that it is an expensive place to visit. সত্যি এক্সপেন্সিভ, বাট ইটস ওয়ার্থ বিকজ ইটস ভেরি বিউটিফুল, ভেরি বিউটিফুল। তো এই ভিডিওটা হলো যে লাক্ষাদ্বীপে যেতে গেলে কিভাবে যেতে হবে, কি কি উপায় আছে যাওয়ার, কি কি পেপার ওয়ার্ক লাগবে, সেটার জন্যই। আমরা প্রথম দিন we took the connecting flight. Well, it was not a connecting flight, let me rectify. So the first day what we did was that we took a flight to Goa and we stayed there overnight. And then on the next day we took the morning flight, which was around 7 o'clock from Goa to Lakshadweep, that is Agatti Island, the Agatti Airport. This was advised to us by not by the agent, by the owner of the resort in which we were staying. They said keep one day in hand extra because the flights keeps changing, the time of the flight, it keeps getting rescheduled because of the weather condition. And truly say it so, I'm really thankful to Mr. Kamaruddin, Miss Sarah, for all the guidance that they have provided. I'll tell you why, because we personally did not face this problem, but we saw other families, other couples going through this harassment, that the flight got rescheduled completely, cancelled and rescheduled on another day. So anyways, so I'll start from the beginning. So if you're planning to visit Lakshadweep, either you can take from Kolkata. I'm from Kolkata, West Bengal. So if you're planning to visit Lakshadweep from Kolkata, so first you need to take, there are two options. You reach Kochi either by flight or by train. And from Kochi you can take the vessel, the ship, to the various islands. There are trips organized by the government. It is the Samundaram package. And the other option is that if you're going to travel to Lakshadweep via flight, then either you take the first flight to Cochin, and from Cochin the next flight to Lakshadweep, or you travel to Goa and from Goa to Lakshadweep. Of course, traveling to Kochi is better because from Kochi to Lakshadweep the time is less, the flight duration, whereas from Goa to Lakshadweep it is almost 2.5 hours. So if possible, opt for Kochi. In our case, going to Goa was a viable option because the flight prices were cheaper, but it was the connecting flight to Lakshadweep the next day, the timing was good. So that is why we opted for Goa. So me and my mother, as you see, we are boarding. This is Fly 91. There are 3 flights which operates till Agatti Island, which has the smallest runway. The first one is Fly 91. The other is Indigo, and the third is Alliance Airlines. And I don't want to reprimand some company or give negative views, but please try and avoid Alliance Airlines because it gets cancelled, rescheduled, and they do not provide money for the hotels when it is getting cancelled. So try and avoid that. you can go for Fly 91 or Indigo. So as I said, my Indigo flight, which was the first flight, which was from Kolkata to Goa, that was also Indigo, and that got rescheduled 3 times. Of course, they had informed us earlier. It was an early morning flight, and finally the day when we boarded, it was in the afternoon, around 11 or 11:30 a.m. So from morning 6 o'clock till 11:30 a.m. So you can get a full refund, which of course the airlines had transparently been communicating to us that you will get a full refund if you want to cancel, because any delay over 5 hours you are eligible for a full refund. But I didn't do it because the other options were even worse. So I stuck to the plan. Now, when you are going to Lakshadweep, usually the time when we planned, you need to have a police clearance certificate, based on which you send to the resort owners there, they will provide you a permit. This permit is extremely important because you need to produce this permit while boarding the flight. Like I said, it's like as if you are visiting some international place, international destination. So you need to produce this while you are boarding the flight, and also when you get down at Agatti Airport, the authorities will check that permit again, that which islands you are allowed to visit and for how many days. And now the most important part, how to get this permit. So in West Bengal, to get the permit, you need to log on to kolkatapolice.gov.in. Once you enter, in the first page itself, there is a logo, Services for Citizen. And in that, you will get the police clearance certificate. Log in to that with your mobile number and keep handy your soft copy of the Aadhaar card, which you need to upload there. There is a specified size of which KB which it needs to be uploaded, and also keep a soft copy of your passport size photograph, which also needs to be uploaded. And after you submit, they charge a fees of 1050 rupees. I booked it in January 2026. That was the charge. And they can reject it for no reason. Like in our case, my mother's got approved with the same address and mine got rejected with the same address, and 1050 rupees was gone. So again I had to reapply, and another 1050 rupees was needed, and they did not provide any reason. Of course, with the change of government now in West Bengal, things have improved, and currently there is no requirement for permits. I booked it in June, and I'm talking about, I booked it in January, and I'm talking about in June and July. It's not required anymore. So go visit Lakshadweep. It's a very small airport. There is no aero bridge. You can walk and you can see the luggages being hand delivered to you like a parcel delivery. It's a beautiful place. In the next videos, I'll give you more details. Subscribe to my channel. Stay healthy, stay happy, and keep watching my videos. Thank you, friends. Bye.